ladies and gentlemen, we are official here live at the Italian Center. Welcome to my channel, Calcio with Rino Zaurini. And one second, and we're celebrating the Serie A, which Napoli's officially got their Scudetto. Everybody was celebrating here, so I'm going to be here. Then I'm going to have some guests coming along my way. So, you know the drill, ladies and gentlemen. Put a like and subscribe, as always. And let's take care of business. This is the first event they're doing here at the Italian Center, which there's Milanisti, Napoli fans, of course, and Interisti, Juventini, which there's the Juventus Club of Vancouver, so which is behind me, the Juve game, which is still 0-0. Let's see how my boys are going to do today. So yeah, just going to wait for some guests, and let's get things started. Napoli just went 2-0, a nice goal from Simeone, by the way. So it's their first Scudetto after 30 years. So we gotta give them compliments. They deserve it. So we'll see what happens to the next year. And now, in regards to us, Juve, now Milan too. Milan, they're already at the 4th place. So, but Juve, we'll see if we can manage to stay for the Europa League. But knowing Ceferin, who knows? We're alive.
That's it.
We have a special guest.
Rino.
Giancarlo, he's a big Interista, but a true sportsman.
Hello, all of Rino's followers here. My name is Giancarlo Bellagamba, here supporting Inter. A few of you might even have seen me banter and argue with him on some of his Facebook and Instagram. Just, but good stuff. Good friendly stuff. None of that.
But he's a good Interista, right? So we can talk about soccer.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what's going on? What are we talking about here?
Well, we can start talking about the Juve game. There's even Milan, but
yeah, I don't think Milan matters. Juve right now trying to get that Europa spot.
Yeah, Roma.
You got Roma and Atalanta as well, and then there's the two teams fighting for Serie A safety, right?
Yeah,
Verona
and Spezia.
Verona and Spezia.
Yes.
I think Spezia has that tiebreaker right now, so Verona's probably got to win outright and hope, or at least tie and hope Spezia lose, right?
Yeah. So it'll be nice to see because Verona is a good team.
Yeah, and they only got the one club now too, with I guess Chievo Verona folding recently too, right?
Okay.
So yeah, everything's on Hellas there. Yeah.
And we have another big special guest, Frank Cucca, the creator of this Serie A event. Big Napoli fan, but a true sportsman. How you feel? Funny you got to win this.
Feeling great. Thank you for
Complimenti
doing this,
al Napoli too, by the way. Yeah?
No, I am an Italian fan.
Yeah.
My national team is first, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I respect all the teams.
Yeah, same
Of
here.
course, I'm from Napoli, so obviously my heart is with Napoli.
Napoli,
Sure,
yeah.
absolutely.
But at the same time, I like the good play. I like the enjoyment of the game and the way it's played. I cheer for that. I cheer for that first. That's first and important. And I cheer for the young guys to really learn, succeed. And obviously, we want more youth involvement in our
and
soccer.
the national team needs that too, right?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, what better than to create it? Here's Mr. Ciambrelli too.
another Napoli fan.
He's a pure Napoli fan. That's my. We should continue to support it. I'm just thankful that we can do this. Reno, thank you for putting it on your podcast.
Well, thank you for inviting me. It was your idea.
We're at the Italian Cultural Center. It's Heritage Month here, and obviously we're celebrating, and we're celebrating with the celebration of Serie A. We're celebrating all the teams. I mean, there's been so many surprises in Serie A this year.
Especially you guys. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
Nobody expected Napoli to.
No, I did not thought
Not just to win, but win by like 20 points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was,
by beating Liverpool, Ajax.
Yeah.
They did a
In
good
the
performance
yeah.
at the Champions League,
Yeah,
so I give you
absolutely.
guys
I
credit.
think you have to give credit to the coach. The
Yeah.
coach is the guy who
Spalletti, yeah.
he took his assets and said, "What are we going to do here?"
Yeah.
Because the previous year, the coach had the same similar assets and couldn't figure out what to do with Osimhen.
Yep.
Because the players weren't playing with Osimhen. Then he said, "This is the way we're going to play the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feed Osimhen, feed Osimhen, feed Osimhen, and then push it to the left and the
The
right."
addition of the Kvaratskhelia there was
Oh, yeah.
amazing. What a bargain, you're right?
I-
$8 million, I think it was, or something.
Yeah, whoever thought
something
about
like
that guy?
Right?
I was surprised.
It's good
What
to
about
see,
you,
though. Good to see.
Giancarlo?
Yeah.
I mean, with Inter, I mean,
Big Interista.
I still think
the
Inter
final.
Inter was the best team in the second half.
Oh,
of the season.
I think, on paper, we'll say they probably, at the beginning of the season, they were probably expected to win it. Based on
Yeah, that's
paper, I
Scudetto.
think they had the best odds if we're talking betting odds. But,
Yes, because you have the better team of Serie A.
yeah, exactly. But you know what? The problem in the beginning, a couple of missteps. Inzaghi, playing Handanovic for as long as he did, the first 10, 12 games.
Yeah, they're
Handanovic had
taking off
shown
the
to
players.
slow down.
Yeah.
He wasn't as reactive as he had been in the past. As much of a legend as he's been, he took our club through some of the worst periods the last decade there. Him and Ranocchia there, been amazing. But they went through some tough times. But it was time to pass the torch. Onana came in. He showed leadership,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
in the back line. He showed passion. He always had a little bit of Inter in his heart. He was saying, growing up as a kid in Cameroon there. And, that was one. Two, our back line was faulty. We let in a lot of goals this year. 12 losses. 12 losses
Yeah,
to still have
I was
the
shocked.
outcome that they had. Still a successful season considering. Got third place, 12 losses. But the back line, I think, they weren't playing together as a unit. And I think a big part of that was last summer's transfer market, the whole Skriniar situation. We like you, we know you want to be captain here, blah, blah, blah. However, we can get a lot of money for you, so we're going to put you on the market, see what we can get. I think that caused a lot of confidence, instability issues, not just with Skriniar, but the rest of the team. A lot of other players. You saw the ups and downs. The
Without
confidence was
Skriniar,
down at
it was
times, right?
better.
I think our depth in terms of guys like Correa, Gagliardini, I'm sorry. No, their depth like that isn't going to take you far. As good as our starters had been, and as good as some of our other depth pieces, like in the, Lukaku coming off the bench has been amazing, especially the second half of the year. But the first half of the year, his injury, Brozovic's injury, Çalhanoğlu filled in well for Brozo as our regista, amazing. But still losing guys like that, we stumbled too many times too early on. And we lost ground early on.
How many
and
losses?
12 total. 12 total.
That's too many.
And you know what?
That is.
The last time we had 12 losses, we were like middle of the pack during the last decade there. We still won the Supercoppa. I mean, that's a one-off against Milan. We won the Coppa Italia, right? And then now we're in the finals of the Champions League. Inzaghi proving to be the cup specialist. He is, right? But in terms of consistency over the marathon, too many lows to be able to compete.
Yeah,
right?
well, the same thing he did last year. He tied so many games. You guys
Exactly, but last year was a lot closer. We took it to the last match day. You know what I mean? It was literally match day 38, two points. Milan won it. I'm not sure, and I'm not taking anything away from Milan last year. They played well, but you hear often that they won what they won probably more because a lot of other teams misfortunes and missteps and screw ups. But I'm not taking anything away from that Milan team last year because they came together. The final stretch of the season last year, they did awesome too, right?
Well, it is. It's true. I mean, let's face it. I still think the top teams in Serie A, not by any order, are your basic teams. Okay. You got your Juve, you got your Inter, you got your Milan. Okay.
And
Napoli fits in. Atlanta's been so up and down. Actually, I
But
was
this-
disappointed
yeah,
with
this
them a
not-
little bit.
I was expecting more from them.
because he's
They've been contending the last 5 years in that Champions League, Europa League spot. And Gasparini, the system he had
They
to
went
play,
pretty
but
down.
they one
wasn't
year
happy.
while they score a lot, they also let a lot of goals. So they had defensive issues because they were an offensive powerhouse.
What did you
years,
think?
right?
What did you think?
Well, I think the whole league is changing so quickly.
That's
I just
exactly.
hope that we don't choose to be. I always call it the Calgary Flames model.
Yeah.
I don't want to play defense and wait for the fast break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Catenaccio.
Catenaccio.
I want to be able to go to watch any soccer game and enjoy
Yep.
because the leagues are all equal. It is like you said. We had an injury here, but this guy didn't play well. They traded this guy, traded the way the team, the spirit was in the room. those are the factors in every
Form
sport.
drops so easily, right?
Every
Yeah.
sport. So I
Definitely.
think what we need to have a quality in Serie A.
No, it's getting better.
It's getting better.
This year, a lot of
Is there-
surprises.
I think you noticed a lot more parity this season. You know what I mean? You got those mid-table teams were tough to play against. They were
Monza.
giving the top teams trouble. Monza, biggest surprise for me, I'll say, coming up from the second division, and they're going to finish, if they win today, within 5 points of the Conference League or Europa League spot.
Absolutely.
Amazing to see, right? You know, I like stuff like that.
You
right?
got teams like Lecce.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, Lecce was scary too.
Yeah.
Every
they
time in
beat-
Lecce,
they beat everybody. All
Yeah.
the teams.
Absolutely. These middle table, bottom table teams gave troubles to the top teams that you expected to that have dominated in the last 10, 20 years type of thing. There's more parity now in the league,
you
which
should
is
never
great to see. Right?
underestimate these small teams. That's
Absolutely,
what I would say.
absolutely.
They
You
also
guys.
got more to win for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I mean, you take a look. I want them to spend money.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
players in.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. But unfortunately, you got Juve, the heavy teams that could spend 150, 200
Exactly.
a million euros.
They spent the most
a
this season. Inter wasn't far behind.
And you got
yeah.
a team like Lecce that spends 9 million.
And look what they put
Anyway,
together,
crazy.
right?
Look what they could put on the
And
field.
they weren't just out of relegation, but they were safe.
yeah.
Salerno, another Salernitana.
Salernitana, yeah.
More southern representation.
Oh,
I like
yeah,
to see
that's
that
good.
too.
Yeah.
There's been too much
14.
unbalance between the northern and southern teams.
I
Bari
think
might be coming
I
up
think
too.
if the league
you know?
can get a little bit more balance in that end.
Definitely.
Yeah, they need to delegate
Definitely.
more, invest in money, but
again, it's a business, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing
Business,
too.
You know what?
The biggest fan bases all
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
cater to.
And
Juve
those guys are
being
getting
number one,
60
Inter and Milan right there.
They're getting
after
60,
them, right?
70,000 fans.
Exactly.
And you got a team like the small teams are getting 5,000 fans. Well,
Exactly.
They're not gonna.
Their stadium's
it's not gonna pay the
capacity
bills.
is like 15,000
Yeah.
max type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think there's going to be a rebalancing of the financial statements. It's
Yeah.
going to happen to sports, no matter what sport it is.
Yeah.
And in
Absolutely.
Serie A, they're trying to go to the next level. I don't know if you can carry that many teams
Yeah.
to another level.
That's the thing.
This is the thing. So does Serie A
Yeah.
become bigger and Serie A become smaller?
Probably.
Yep.
And make those teams so they can compete with each other. Maybe there has to be. Everybody hates the word a super league or something. Like
I know
that.
what you mean, yeah.
But it's how do you manage all that? And you watch the MLS model,
Yep.
and now there's 6 lucky guys who own that thing,
Yep.
who are controlling that thing. But the teams are fairly balanced in that league. Anybody can be champion in the league, except for the Whitecaps because they're not allowed to because they're from Vancouver.
Yeah,
So we don't let the
exactly.
Whitecaps win and win the championship.
Typical Vancouver, like the Canucks.
Yeah.
79, So anything says Vancouver, they're not going to win the championship. So
Another big thing, if I might add, the teams that get promoted from the second division in Italy compared to the ones in the Premier League. The teams that get promoted in the second division in the Premier League get like 170 million each or something like
Yeah,
that. It's insane. The second division teams that get promoted in Italy, they get maybe, 25 million. That Luton Town team from England jumping up to the Premier League, 170 million. They're bringing that stadium, which looks like a broken down version of Swangard Stadium that holds like 10,000 people, and they got all that money to pump into it, right, to make it relegation level, or to bring it up to standards. But look what England does for their promoted teams. How much money they give them. They make a little less than the team who wins the Premier League. Whereas second division Italian teams,
Exactly.
come on, they need more money. You want to promote this. You want to see more parity, not just across the Serie A, but second, third, and then even the semi-pro after that. You know what I mean? You got to do stuff like that, right? So
Guys,
It comes down to stadiums.
Stadiums are
I'm
huge.
just going to introduce Randy here.
Randy.
Thank you so much for everything.
Yeah,
Randy
thank you.
is the vice president of the Italian Cultural Center, and he's a big part of all our sports here. He makes things happen, and big part
Good.
of the Italian community. Randy, what do you think? What's your thoughts on the national program? And so
The
on?
national program, that's where my sweet spot is. People always ask me what my club team is. I say Juventus, but really I cheer for all the Italian teams when it comes to the European competitions. I'm very excited to see 3 Italian club teams in all 3 European
Yeah.
finals. I was cheering for all of them.
especially Fiorentina.
And I'll even cheer for Inter.
There we go.
Although I am
Attaboy.
liking Inter a lot more these days because they got more Italians on the team, unlike
Yeah,
back
that's
in the
true.
day.
That's
was
true.
bugged me.
That 2010
Like
team,
I said,
man.
my shtick is always pro-Italy and who's
Yeah, we have to support it. It's going to be hard.
Always first.
how
always.
about those under 20 World Cup team that we have in
Yeah,
the
the-
semifinals this
Saturday
Thursday?
tournament.
Yeah,
Jeez.
this Thursday.
Yeah.
If we win, the game will be on Sunday on Italian Day. So
Wow.
hopefully we can organize.
We're going to buzz Commercial Drive.
Yeah,
Commercial
yeah,
Drive,
yeah, exactly.
A gun show.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
But we need these young kids playing for the national
Hey,
team.
you
as
know
well.
what Juve's doing? Bringing in the youngsters. They brought in
Yeah,
Joe Fagioli, Moretti
Fagioli's
there.
doing
You know what I
a
mean?
job.
They're doing a good job of that. Inter, which that's one thing that they didn't really do. We got a couple guys still in the lineup.
Well, DiMarco's
Carboni. DiMarco came up through the ranks, but we sold Casade to Chelsea 20 mil.
Yeah,
Now,
you took-
20 mil for a guy who hasn't played a minute in the men's
Casade,
league, okay? But
You
at
know,
the same time,
it's sad, Giancarlo, to
you know?
hear that about him going to Chelsea.
right? You know?
I mean,
he
that
never played
hurts.
there.
That hurts. 'Cause I
Yeah,
would love
for
to
sure.
have seen him play in Italy.
Absolutely.
Like DiMarco
But you
impressed
did a
me.
good job of that season, bringing them into the fold. You know what I mean?
Well,
Arsenal, I think, was it Arsenal that had a 16-year-old come on the pitch one time this season? You got to do stuff like that. Serie A's got to do more of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love to see what Baldanzi's doing in Empoli. You know, stuff like that.
I think that our past generations have done a really good job of remembering Serie A and bringing it to our younger generations. What we have to figure out now, and why we brought the Vancouver Football Club here today, it's the CPL. It's the Canadian League of our Serie A.
Yeah.
And we have to start helping them. I think we have all our experiences from football. It's a very young league, and the owners of that league are open. And I think as Italians, we have to join them and try to help them. And be involved in their sponsorships, be involved in their ticket sales, be involved in supporting them as a club, buying their uniforms, all that kind of kits.
Absolutely, right.
And that team specifically has got aspirations of owning a Serie C team in Italy. So it has a partner team in Italy. They already have arrangements being made in England and Switzerland. So they are a group that wants to do something positive for soccer. So I think we should keep an eye on them as Italians and try to support them. And that's why they're here. And they're going to be more of our events. And I really like the guy who owns it. His name is Rob Friend. And he was our highest earning soccer player in Canada before Alfonso Davies.
Okay,
Davies,
no way.
He played
Nice.
around the world. So people don't even know this about this guy.
Yeah.
And he's a really good person.
Oh, yeah, he
And
is
so
good
I think he's
stuff.
doing a great job. And so let's support that and give him ideas. And don't be afraid. Send your blogs to him. He's a very receptive owner.
Also, to add, let's not forget our Vancouver Whitecaps here, our local professional team. You know, we're the Italian Cultural Center, the Italian community very much supports that group, 100%.
An
And
Italian coach.
yeah.
He's always here supporting our
And
center.
he's always
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good bringing
You know.
this, especially at
And
Vancouver.
Giancarlo, you got some history. I remember taking a team to Italy.
Yeah.
And Giancarlo was on that team.
Yeah, he came
us.
with them, Vancouver
Yeah.
Select Team back in
Yeah.
2000, I think we went there. We
Yeah.
were there for the Euro 2000. We
That's
watched a
right.
few games. I remember being in the town we were in, Cesenatico,
Yeah.
and we watched that final between the Dutch, or
Yeah.
semifinal, sorry,
Semi-final.
Italy and
Penalty
Dutch, the
shots.
penalty.
Yeah.
And the town went nuts.
Yeah.
Everything, that was just
Yeah.
an amazing experience. We went and played over there.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was a great
Yeah.
experience. I'll never forget that.
Memories, eh?
Yeah,
Toldo.
great memories. Yeah.
Buffon got injured. Toldo
Yeah,
was our
Toldo,
goalie,
yeah.
and he was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was great there.
So lots of history. So we got to keep it in the community.
Yeah,
we got
we-
to keep it growing in the community.
That's all we need.
You know, you keep on doing your podcast. You keep
Well,
on doing
thank
the
you.
work.
Thank you for
Yeah,
joining
no.
me.
Absolutely,
There's opportunities
yeah.
here to
And-
grow it, okay? Anyhow, I just to end this, please thank the Italian Cultural Center.
Yeah, I
and
already
our community and
said
Heritage
it.
Month, okay?
Yeah.
Wish you guys
Got
good
it.
luck. Stay on, continue it on. okay?
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Good stuff.
Forza Napoli sempre!
So, there you have it, guys. Now we're in the middle of the Juve game, so I'm gonna shut down pretty soon. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, always put a like and subscribe. It's beautiful to have something like this here at the Italian Center, so we can get things going. And that's pretty much it. Because maybe I might do something after the game. If not, we'll keep in touch with more videos. And stay tuned for some Juventus news, Italian, then of course the Inter game. I'll be doing a video. Okay? Like and subscribe, and I will talk with you lovebirds soon. 1 secondo. Ciao ciao e arrivederci.